I'm Eric Peterson, owner of Kopa Real Estate, and in this video, I'll cover the most recent real estate statistics for Austin, Texas, talk about why the real estate market is like a microwave frozen burrito, what date the rate and marry the house means, and why you really don't want a hungry agent. Before I start, if you have plans to move, sign up for our next free home selling seminar Thursday, July 13th at 5:30 p.m. at Moonshine Grille. Sign up for this in-person seminar or online Zoom seminars at copaseminar.com. And be sure to subscribe to our channel to see more local real estate information. On June 1st, there were 8,118 homes active for sale in the 5-county Austin area and 3,994 homes under contract. 2,796 homes sold in May of 2023 at an average dollars per square foot of $271. Average sales price was $620,641, and the median price was $478,995. Lance Lambert, real estate editor at Fortune magazine, called Austin the most interesting real estate market in America. Prices went up like a rocket and came back to earth, but still up 43% since March of 2020. Now, some people, they just can't get over missing out on timing the market. And the truth is, few people did, because even those people who sold at the top had to buy in the same market at the top. And of course, if I told you in March of 2020 your home would be worth 43% more in 3 years, you'd have been over the moon happy about that. So if you've allowed yourself to get stuck because you missed out on the peak, perhaps a change in perspective to thinking about how much better off you are than 3 years ago will help you get unstuck. Otherwise, using 2021 and early 2022 as your baseline will cause you to be very unhappy, probably for a long period of time. Now, as we've returned to a more quote-unquote normal real estate market, some of the normal market dynamics have returned. If you're like me and you grew up a latchkey kid, you've eaten your share of frozen burritos. And with a microwave frozen burrito, you know the first bite will burn your mouth, right? And the very next bite is still ice cold. So when somebody asks me, how's the market? It's just like a frozen burrito, and I have to know what area and even what type of house they're asking about. There are homes I sold last year that would sell for 30% less this year, and other homes that would sell for almost the same price. So because of this frozen burrito real estate market, that's why you can't use any of these statistics to accurately value the price of your home or a home you want to buy. There is no national real estate market, and you can't rely on your friend from the East Coast to give you advice about our market. You'll need to have somebody who can give you insights into what's happening in our local market. So whenever you're ready, we should have a conversation about your specific situation. You'll want to also avoid listening to any of the doomsayers out there trying to scare you with misleading information into thinking the market is about to crash. People are cherry-picking statistics to make things sound worse than they are. For example, I saw somebody with a large following on Twitter use statistics from South Austin to extrapolate the entire real estate market. And there are zip codes in South Austin that attracted a high volume of flippers and small builders who got caught in the downturn. So in those pockets, the real estate market will be very difficult. Unfortunately, our area where we normally sell hasn't seen that type of activity, so the inventory of homes is not nearly that elevated. Here's another question that people often ask. What does date the rate, marry the house mean? As interest rates went up, many real estate agents started saying this to clients to encourage them to buy a home today for the long term and think of the interest rates as a short-term situation. So the thinking is interest rates will eventually go down and the buyer can refinance. But the perfect house might not be available again if the buyer passes on it due to interest rates. And of course, nobody knows what the future holds, but life is about probabilities, and it's likely at some point in the next couple of years, interest rates will be lower. So where it might not work out is if the buyer puts down a low down payment and the market value of the home goes down. So in this case, the buyer may not be able to refinance without putting additional money down. So if the buyer doesn't have that additional money, then they'd be stuck with the higher interest rate. Of course, the answer to so many real estate questions is it depends. So date the rate, marry the house might turn out to be great for some people and not so great for others. Contact us if you'd like to talk about your specific financial situation. Sometimes I'll hear somebody saying that they want a hungry agent. In reality, hiring a hungry agent is your biggest risk in this market. The number of homes in our area being listed and sold is down about 30%. So realtors are leaving the business left and right because there aren't enough homes for everyone. And if you're looking for a hungry agent, you'll have a lot to choose from. What you don't realize is how much that will hurt you. When listing your home, the biggest risk you have is hiring somebody who will tell you what you want to hear, so you hire them. When an agent is that hungry, you have to wonder is the advice that they're giving you benefiting you or them. And I recently had a buyer's agent on a sale tell me that she personally needed that deal to close. Now, I wouldn't want somebody in that position working for me, because they might push me to do something just so they can make their mortgage payment. And real estate agents have a bad reputation of always saying it's a good time to buy or sell. And believe it or not, I've had many conversations with potential clients where I told them not to make a move. Now, this text message is for someone who called me to sell his house. He thought his taxes had gone up so much he couldn't afford the home anymore. But when I looked at his situation, the problem was he never filed for a homestead exemption. And once he did, his monthly payment is back to being affordable, and he got a nice chunk of money refunded by the tax office. Now imagine if I was hungry. I might have told him he needed to sell his house and never told him that filling out a form at the tax office was all he really needed to do. And something that most people don't think about, but they should, is to make sure you're hiring an agent who's financially secure enough to give you advice that benefits you and not them. Whenever you're ready to have a conversation about your situation, contact me directly at 512-791-7473 or schedule a time at kopaconsultation.com. Thanks for watching. We appreciate your support.